Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today is the day 2 of August challenge and the problem is design hash set. So design a hash set without using any built-in hash table libraries. To be specific, your design should include these functions: add value, insert a value into the hash set, contains value, return whether the value exists in the hash set or not, remove value, remove a value in the hash set. If the value does not exist in the hash set, do nothing. So here is an example. So this we have to design a my hash set class, and when we initialize the hash set object, then we can call the method add contain remove, and based on the properties should. So first we are adding 1, then 2, then we are checking does hash set contain 1, so we should return true, and we are checking hash set contain 3, but 3 is never added at, so we should have returned false. And then we are adding again 2, so 2 is already there, so this just update or there is no change at all. And then we are checking contain for 2, we need to return true, and we are removing 2 and again checking contains for 2, so it should return false. So here is a note: all the values will be in the range of 0 to 10. It's like 1000k, and the number of operation will be from 110 to the power 4, 1 to 10 to the power. Please do not use the built-in hash set library. So if you see over here the range values, so one of the EGS implementation should come over mind. We will use the boolean array of the size, the number of different possible keys basically, so which is 1 to 10, 0 0 0 0 0 0, this much big array. If we use this big array, then we what we can do this, we will use a boolean array, and by default every value will be false. So whenever we get any add call to, let's say add call to 1, we will go to the index 1 of our array. So array is 0 index base, so here we will mark it as true, so the we have a value at this index. the, and if we get contains call, then we just simply return the whatever value at that index from our boolean array. And for remove, we will just override, like for the any key, so we will just, let's say array is a, we will update key of update to it to false. So this is simplest solution. So here is the implementation of that one. So we declare the boolean array here, initialize the boolean array of the max different range capacity, and for add method just mark it as true, for remove method just mark it as false, for contains method just return the value of that at that key on the array. So if you see, we are not using any hashing technology here, and this is simply a brute force solution, you can say. And the all the method is O of 1 time complexity, while the space complexity we are using that much. So how we can optimize the space complexity and also achieve the average case time complexity of these three method in O of 1. So one of the best approach to solve this problem, we will create a bucket array of lesser size, let's say 1000, just 1000 elements, and we will keep the load factor and the max capacity, one of the load factor, let's say LF. And also we will get the hash of our key using the simplest modulo technology, key modulo with the 1000, the size of our initial array. So this will be the simplest one. We will get the hash using the capacity basically, that is called, let's say initial capacity we initialize with the 1000. So if we do this, we will get the hash, and based on those hash we will fill on those index the value into the our array. And this array we will use a linked list or array list array. So let's say this is array list array. Let's say we have to add two number 1 and 101, 1001. So both of them has the modulo is 1 and 1 with the 1000. So this, let's say first we got the 1, we will add here 1, here the 1 is added, but now we got 1000, we will append into the list of this, and with the value, actual value, the original value, key value of here. So this is a add logic. So this is the way we will add. And for the remove, first we again get the hash using this modulo of the key, and then fetch the list from that index of that hash index, and we will check if it is not null. If it is not null, then we will iterate all the element using the iterator over the list and compare if the item, if that iterator item, any of them is equals to our key. If it is, we will remove that item from our list, iterator dot remove. So this is the remove functionality. Similarly, for the contains, we will create the get the, so let's say we define the list, got the list of integer from the bucket. So initial this array of list, we will call it as bucket. This will hold a bucket, and so we will get the bucket of hash bucket from the hash. Once we got that, we will iterate all the element if it is not null, and we will also check with the key, and if we found the equal to the key, we will return that true, otherwise we will return false. So this is the way. So but if let's say our, and we also maintain a count variable which will count how many elements we already added, so that we will use for rehashing and increasing the size of our buckets. So initially we will start with this 75%, and then we will go for, so initial load factor we will start with the 0.75, and the initial capacity 1000, but we will also check for increasing the size. So load factor, let's say LF into the capacity is cross the count. So here is the implementation. I have first declared the buckets using the list array, list of integer, and initialize and the declared capacity variable, as well as the double load factor and the count, and then initialize into the constructor. The capacity, initial capacity is 1000, and the load factor is like 75%. This is, I checked also in the standard Hashcat Java library. In the default load factor is 75%, which is like, I guess, optimum for the initialization at least. And then we initialize the list buckets with of the size of capacity. So in the add method here, what we are doing, first we are checking if that key already present in our key. If this our buckets already contains that key, then we don't have to do anything, we just simply return from here. Second thing, we need to check for rehashing. So this piece of code is for the checking the rehashing. So what we are doing here, we are comparing load factor and the capacity. If it equals to the count, then we will reset the count 0 and increase double the capacity. So here we are doubling the capacity, and after doubling the capacity, we are getting the old bucket into the old bucket from the buckets, and then creating the bigger size array buckets using the new capacity, which is we just doubled recent here. And also we need to fill the all the elements of our old bucket into the new bucket. So here we are iterating all the list in our old bucket, and then iterating through here. If it is not null, if is not null, then we are going through all the chains of those buckets. So the chains means like this. So we have buckets here, and we are checking if some chains like some of the buckets has chains, then we need to add them to the new, and let's say this doesn't have, So we need to call the method add method into the new array, new bucket, and like here we are calling the add method for the entry, the key which is already present in our old buckets, and calling the same method, and that will be get added into the new bucket using the new hashing approach. So here this is a hash we are getting simple using the modulo with the capacity of to the key, and then we are checking here if that hash buckets of that hash is all null, then we need to initialize. So here we are initializing the bucket using the linked list, and here we are adding that key into the that index hash index into our bucket, and just incrementing the count plus plus. So this is a simple add method, and after that for the remove method again we will calculate the hash using the same approach, key and modulo with the capacity, and then get the list from the bucket. If this is not null, then we need to remove that, check that element whether it is present. So we will go into, so here we created a iterator using the list dot iterator, and then we are iterating all the elements in that chain, and if that element is equals to our key which we need to remove, then we will remove that key and reduce the count because we remove the one element. So this is a remove method implementation. And for the contains method, this is like kind of similar to the remove method, just we need to check if we found anywhere the key is equals to the k, then we will return true. If we don't found that key in our buckets or chains in our set, basically we will return the false. So this is the implementation. So let's submit this code. So this will be accept. So this is the simplest implementation. So there is another way we can implement this hash set using the list node and use the bucket. There we need to use the buckets, while we will can use the custom list node instead of using the library linked list. Custom node, we can create a node here using the inner class node that will have a integer value data type, int and value, and the next pointer node dot next pointer, and this is the simplest node. And this node we can create a bucket using the array of this node, and then do basic operation whatever we did here as well. So this is the implementation. Thanks for watching.